I was sitting in a quiet consultation room at Rosewood Wellness Center. Soft gray walls, fake flowers in glass vases, that calming spa-like smell that feels forced. When I heard my brother and sister outside the door, they didn't know I could hear them. Just keep her overwhelmed and emotional for another week. Once the mental health guardianship goes through, we can sell the condo and split everything. My sister's voice. Calm. Cold. Calculated. Then my brother answered, voice low but tense. Thank God. I'm drowning in debt. This is the only way we get out. In that moment, it felt like the floor cracked beneath me. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. They weren't trying to protect me. They were trying to erase me, legally, and take everything I worked for. My name is Maya Bennett. I'm 29 years old, and until a year ago, I truly believed I had a loving family. A broken one, sure, but loving at its core. We survived losing our dad when I was 15. I watched my mom fall apart. I became the strong kid. The responsible one. The fixer. I paid bills at 16. Took care of my little brother and sister. Got myself through college on scholarships and 3 jobs. Built a career in marketing. Bought my first condo at 27, by myself. I thought I was building a future for all of us. Turns out, I was just building wealth they planned to take. Before the betrayal. Growing up, I never got to be a kid. After Dad's heart attack, our world shattered. Mom worked 2 jobs, spiraled into depression. I cooked dinners, packed school lunches, attended parent-teacher meetings for my siblings because Mom couldn't. When I got into college, I stayed close to home. Took night classes. Worked at a grocery store, then babysat after. Slept 3 hours a night during finals. I kept our family alive. We survived because I didn't break. I thought that meant something. That someday they'd be proud. Spoiler, it meant nothing. I graduated. Got a corporate job. Moved out, but I still paid our family's utility bills half the time. When my sister Lily couldn't afford textbooks, I paid. When my brother Ethan crashed his car, I co-signed his loan. I thought love meant doing everything, no questions asked. Turns out love doesn't mean loyalty, at least not to everyone. The red flags I ignored. About a year ago, I started burning out. Not emotionally, physically. Panic attacks. Sleepless nights. Chest pain. My therapist called it trauma fatigue. I took time off work. Not much, just a mental health break. My siblings suddenly became helpful. Too helpful. Lily started visiting constantly, cooking for me, offering to handle things. Ethan called every morning, asking if I needed anything. At first, it felt sweet. Then it felt weird. Especially when Lily kept saying, mental health can really ruin your judgment, Maya. Maybe you shouldn't be alone right now. Or when Ethan suggested, maybe someone should help you manage your accounts until you're better. Just temporarily. I brushed it off. I trusted them. But slowly they planted seeds. You forgot your appointment, see? You're overwhelmed. You left the stove on. You repeated yourself twice. Normal things. Human things. But repeated enough times, you start to doubt yourself. They started pushing a guardianship evaluation. I told them no. Firmly. But they didn't stop. The ambush. One Saturday they told me our family was getting together for dinner. I showed up, and everything felt wrong. No candleslit. No food cooking. No laughter. Just my siblings. Their spouses. And a woman with a clipboard. A mental health specialist. My stomach dropped. What is this? I asked. Lily smiled. That tight, rehearsed smile. We're worried about you, Maya. We want to make sure you're safe. We're worried about you, Maya. We want to make sure you're safe. She gestured to the specialist, who immediately started asking me memory questions. Confusing ones. Rapid fire. Designed to make anyone flustered. I felt cornered. Trapped. Like a deer in headlights. Then Ethan said the words that made my blood freeze. We talked to a lawyer. We're filing for guardianship. It's for your own good. Guardianship. Meaning they would legally control my money, my home, my decisions, my life. I stood up. You can't do this. Lily's expression changed. The fake concern dropped. Cold. Sharp. We already started the process. Don't fight it. It'll be easier. I walked out shaking, drove home with tears blurring the road. And then, for the first time in my life, I asked for help. The person who saved me. I called Aunt Julia, my late dad's sister. She arrived in 30 minutes. Took one look at me, eyes swollen, hands trembling, and pulled me into a hug. Tell me everything. I did. She listened in silence. Then asked one question. Have you checked your bank accounts lately? Confusion. Fear. No, Lily's been helping me sort bills while I rest. Her face hardened. Maya. Show me. Right now. We opened my laptop. My heart nearly stopped. Money missing. Small at first. Then thousands. Transfers to accounts I didn't recognize. She traced a number. Then looked me in the eyes. This is Lily's account. Another number. Ethan's. $32,000. Gone in 4 months. Rent income from my condo? Redirected. I couldn't breathe. My vision blurred. I almost threw up. My own siblings had been stealing from me, while planning to take full legal control. I felt like my soul cracked. Aunt Julia wasn't emotional. She went into battle mode. We documented everything. Called her attorney friend. Filed a report. Changed passwords. Locked every account. By midnight, every financial door was slammed shut. Then I made a decision that shocked even me. I was leaving. Not just my condo, my life. I wasn't going to sit and wait to be destroyed by the people I gave everything to. The escape. Over the next 3 weeks, I sold my condo, liquidated my savings, and moved assets into a protected trust with Aunt Julia as co-trustee. Everything legal. Everything airtight. I didn't tell my siblings. I blocked them. I packed what mattered. Passport, laptop, clothes, sketchbook, a picture of Dad. And I booked a one-way ticket. Not to another state. To Portugal. A place I'd dreamed about since college. A place where I could breathe. Exist. Be me, not the family savior. The morning I left, they showed up banging on my door. Yelling. Crying. Threatening. Begging. I didn't open it. Through the door I said, I know what you did. I've reported everything. I'm done saving people who would bury me alive. Their screams turned to insults, then silence as I walked away. I turned my phone off at the airport and didn't look back. A new life. Portugal felt like stepping into a dream I never gave myself permission to have. Golden coastlines. Fresh pastries in the morning. Warm ocean air. People who smiled just because life was happening around them. I rented a tiny apartment in Lagos, bright windows, a little balcony overlooking a stone plaza. €650 a month. Less than half my old mortgage. I walked to the beach every morning. Joined a book club. Started painting again. Learned Portuguese like a toddler with determination. For the first time in my life, I woke up with no one needing me. Nowhere I had to be, no crisis waiting. Just sun, coffee, freedom, breath. I became a person again. The call. 6 months later, my phone buzzed, a foreign number I didn't recognize. Curiosity made me answer. Mom. But not my mom. Lily. Somehow they found me. Her voice wasn't sad. It dripped anger. How could you run away? You abandoned us. Ethan lost his job. I had to take out loans. We needed you. I walked onto my balcony, looking at ocean blue skies. You didn't need me. You needed my money. She snapped. You're supposed to help us. That's what family does. I let out a breath I didn't know I'd been holding. No. I helped you my whole life. And when I needed support, you planned to take everything and lock me away. Silence. Then Ethan's voice chimed in, desperate. Maya, please. I could lose my apartment. I have nowhere to go. You're 26, I said calmly. Figure it out. Adults do that. But you have money. There it was. The truth. Exactly, I replied. I have money. Not you. Then Lily dropped her final weapon. If you don't help us, you'll never see your niece again. I smiled sadly. You already took her from me the moment you chose greed over family. And I hung up. Then blocked every number again. Healing. I cried after. Not because I regretted leaving, but because I finally understood something. I didn't lose family. I escaped abusers. Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. My family is now Aunt Julia, my book club friends, the old man who feeds pigeons under my balcony, the ocean that sees me every morning. Me. I'm whole here. I'm rebuilding. I'm breathing. And I will never apologize for choosing myself. I spent my whole life saving everyone else. This chapter? I save me. Closing narration. Sometimes, the people you love most are the ones who break you first. Sometimes, the people you die for are the ones willing to bury you alive. But freedom isn't running. It's choosing yourself without guilt. I didn't lose a family. I lost parasites. And I found a life. Here in Portugal, with sunlight on my skin and peace in my chest. I am finally living, not surviving. And I don't regret a thing.